What a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. As you can see, we've already started here. He's had a shot! Goal! Juventus! And it's Juventus who take the lead.
Juventus are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So, a breakthrough already. Milan have made this tremendous start, Jim. What's the reason for it?
Well, I think team spirit. I think it's something that often gets overlooked, but this team has it in abundance. There's an unselfishness about them. They work for each other, and then some.
And that's been won straight back. It's come loose. Lucas Paqueta gets it out to the wing. For goal!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Milan getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making... Oh, real danger here! He gets past his man, and the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Calabria. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's off target and by quite a way.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Cristiano Ronaldo crosses. It's Ramsey! Calabria is there to heave it away. Just brushed off the ball there. Rabiot tries to pick out a teammate. Çalhanoğlu. Milan keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Kessié. It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Juventus leading 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Lucas Paqueta gets it back. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
Well, he had the chance to release it left and ended up making the wrong choice by going it alone. He just took on way too many there, and he's got to think about that a little bit more and make a better decision.
And here's Ibrahimovic. He's left his man. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. And it's Dybala. Lucas Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with some...
Hits one! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Milan can make their change now with a break in play. Dybala. Juventus have a terrific defensive record over the last 5 games. Ibrahimovic. Chiellini with a good steal, well played. Chiellini, this is promising.
Romagnoli simply had to make that count, and he did it with some authority too. Wonderful.
Kessié gets away from his opponents. It's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Rebic. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still...
Cristiano Ronaldo! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Juventus really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Time for a change in personnel. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Real chance! And yes, it's there! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Terrible error, duly punished. Juventus take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in. Juventus have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Lucas Paqueta brings it forward. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. the changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Cristiano Ronaldo finds himself eased off the ball, and it's Ibrahimovic. Goes for it! Just a fraction high.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in.
And he's away. Chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Three without... And the referee brings it to a close. Juventus were irresistible here, dominant, utterly ruthless. Only ever one result, a comfortable win. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, looking back on this, the early goal had a big influence on what unfolded and allowed them to dictate with comfort.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon. It is derby day, Juventus and Torino. In this city, there is no fixture more significant, nor one more history-laden. And today's edition promises to be another absolute cracker. The noise in the stadium is quite something. The fans understand how much it means. And indeed, the players have to come to understand that and to realise that this is the day to bring their A-game. Of course, there's a risk in fixtures like this that passion takes over and the players can lose their heads. Managers have some preaching to do, though their jobs are on the line. These are the games that make the difference. There is a frantic ferocity about the ambience here, and indeed there can be about the game itself. It is very much a psychological challenge. There is not long to go now until kick-off. The level of anticipation is extremely high. It is spine-tingling. We can barely wait here. The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And that's been levered clear. Dybala puts his foot on the gas. Zaza dashing forward at pace. Ramsey drives it forward. Torino are having a tough week. It is a crazy schedule for them.
Yeah, it's a tough spell, and guarding against fatigue for the players is...
It's Zaza! Goal! Torino! There is the breakthrough!
Torino are looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's their clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
Torino take the lead, 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Oh, they could break here. And it's Pelotti. And that's been won straight back. Gorgeous control there. Tries a shot! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's had a crack. And it's hoisted clear. Ronaldo with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back.
And the shot!
Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful.
He gets past his man. Gets away from his opponents. Baselli. Zaza goes for goal!
Looking back on that, it was some save and potentially a big moment for the keeper and his team.
And here's Zaza. Driving on, he has a goal! It's got a rattle. The whistle goes for half-time. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Juventus need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. He's left his man. Zaza, go for it! Cristiano Ronaldo. Going through. He's had a goal! No mistake! Juventus are level. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think this is a case of anything you can do, we can do too. I mean, they're matching each other like for like here.
Torino seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of credit. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Ronaldo with a really impressive run, which nearly went the whole way.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus more on breaking lines.
Gets the better of his man. He's gone for it. Dybala, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
It opened up really nicely when the defence got all tentative then. They were cautious in making contact.
Ramsey! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Juventus have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable. Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
And here's Zaza. It's Zaza! Oh, he's managed to miss it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then. Juventus merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot of...
Ramsey! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Torino making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Ramsey.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that's that. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. The end of the game. Reflections?
Wow, like so many of these games, that just flew by. There was great excitement in the match, and it kept everybody guessing which way it was going to turn. I think in the end, I doubt that there'll be much cause for complaint. Neither side deserved to lose for me.
So that's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin, and goodbye from us. Juventus can do it tonight with a win. 3 points would make them safe and into the knockout stage. A chance to prolong their stay amongst Europe's elite clubs. They won't need to worry about lack of support. Really well represented on the night. The faithful have turned out in good numbers. The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. Juventus are nothing less than a picture of focus and determination. They know what this means.
Yeah, this is the most straightforward task to tackle, Peter. Nothing but a win will do, and whatever game plan the manager adopts, these players will be driven by the need to get the job done. I think for reputations, finances and prestige, this is a very, very big deal now.
And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, the goalkeeper, Wojciech Szczesny, Peter. He's got incredible reflexes, and that makes him one of the best shot stoppers around. He's also...
That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Chiellini can get it clear. Bonucci goes looking. Dybala. That's really nice. Now, what next? Gets the ball, and Dybala! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Still a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal.
Taarabt. Forward it goes. Ramsey with the cross-field ball. And it's played forward. And they've been caught out here. Benfica are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
And back to base. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Shapes to shoot. He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Dybala. He's left it. Dybala! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
That was extravagant by any standard.
Oh, that's fantastic improvisation he showed there. Adjusted himself very quickly, but it's rare that they come off.
Andre Almeida. No goals as yet. He's got away. Gets away from his opponents. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That has sent him sprawling. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Juventus faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. Never any doubt. He was just never going to miss.
Well, the keeper probably felt he could read that, but he's guessed completely wrongly. He's gone to the other side.
Benfica put themselves into the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Taarabt plays it forward. And the half-time whistle goes. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. So just 45 minutes to decide the fate of this group.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back.
That's good progress he's made on the ball. And Dybala! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Header! Oh, smart save. And the ball's come out. In for a header. Oh, just needed a better contact.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Brought forward. How does he try from here? It's broken loose.
Juventus are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
It's pulsating, it's absorbing, and it's hugely entertaining. Every single player is giving everything.
Pizzi. Well, what about it? Juventus have dragged it back at the last. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Cristiano Ronaldo. And Dybala! That intervention was very necessary. Hoists it forward. Gets good distance on it. He's through now. Carlos Vinicius! Carlos Vinicius finds himself offside.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's Tarat. Going through. He's looking unstoppable here. It's Tarat! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Oh, what a skill set he has. He's just ghosted past a couple of defenders.
He gets past his man.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.